Hello. I'm gonna talk about the Rubik's Cube. I don't even really know if that's its name, the Rubik's Cube, but I'm thinking that it's that little cube that has all those little squares on it, the little cubes, and you like twist it to make all the colors go on the right face and stuff. I think that this little toy is a great symbol um, for something very magical, a very magical sorting process. You could think of the sorting hat in Harry Potter, but also equal to that is the cross, Jesus's cross, Christianity. It tends to separate beings into four quarters, um, and that's how he was crucified, because he was cut up into four quarters. But also, it separates all beings into like the four different elements. It sorts all the elements and puts them in the right place, and that's what I believe. It could even happen on like a global level. And so everything is in its place, and there's a place for everything. Yet, time is a factor in that, and it can change things. Definitely, there's growth. And the cross can be a constant in that growth. So the Rubik's Cube has more than four faces, but I do see the square as a great shape in the Rubik's Cube. And there's cubes, squares. I've never ever solved a Rubik's Cube. I'm so fascinated by the children who can do it in such a small amount of time. It's just very fascinating to me. And, it would be cool to get their perspectives on very, logical things in the world. Just the most logical, kid-like, fantasy. It would be interesting if they could justify some of their fantasies, and show adults that some of them are more kid-like than kids. So, the Rubik's Cube. What are the colors on the Rubik's Cube? I think they're kind of like basic colors, I think yellow, red, and blue, and stuff, and green. So it's very basic, like a rainbow almost, and they're very solid colors. And you can even wonder what they like represent, and stuff. And maybe you even have like difficulty with like only one color on the Rubik's Cube. Or maybe you can only like have the best luck at solving one of the colors. That would be the strangest phenomenon, wouldn't it? Right. I love that. Saying right like Austin Powers does, write with a pen. So, I can think pretty well, and I can implement the Rubik's Cube as a symbol, to help me think, challenge my thinking in a direction that I don't even want to go. It can be there as a stabilizer to make me think, about stuff, yet I wouldn't even enjoy the thinking, because it's just stupid and pointless for me to think in that sense. Yet since I've gone to like public school and everything and had a normal life, kind of thinking about the Rubik's Cube as a symbol reminds me of that, and it's like therapy. The Rubik's Cube is so different, so much more dimensional than me. Yeah, so Uh, some people can think like that. But also some people can think so very simply. And yeah, they can make an art out of it. They can be like a genius at something so simple and expand on it indefinitely to make it, a symphony. Um, so I wonder, like, how many squares are in the Rubik's Cube? Like, how many, like, cubes and stuff? That sounds like one of the, a question for math. How many triangles is in this triangle and stuff? And there's even black lines, I think, that separate the the cubes from each other. Or maybe there's not. Because, the stickers, you have, or what, you don't even make your own Rubik's Cube, do you? That means that it's not random, huh? Because if they're all made the same, then, you know what, I don't even know how it works, how they can, like, stay attached to each other and still, like, move. And I love puzzling over stuff like that, because, it's a mystery to me, and, mysteries are divine. I don't know everything. Oh. So, yeah. So I just don't want you to think I'm stupid because I can't solve a Rubik's Cube. Okay. And there might even be some Rubik's Cube people, that are stupid, that can't get A's in school. But I don't think like that. See, I don't think that people are stupid. But that word was invented for a reason. I just don't understand why it was yet, because it's used in such a derogatory term right now that it seems to serve no function. Yeah. Uh, I just think that, if they're the genius people who, like, can solve it in, like, 30 seconds or whatever, I wonder, if they think it interesting to think of it as a symbol of some kind. I don't really know how those people think, though. But I really like symbols and stuff. However, I'm not a very good writer, but I like writing. And it's like the art of loving what you have or something that I'm trying to excel at. So I really just want to ramble on about the Rubik's Cube, but I think that people would get bored if I went for 15 minutes. So using that tactic to snag people and fish the fish as Jesus taught, by snagging an audience, I'll just leave it here, and let you have fun at this short treatise on the Rubik's Cube. Bye!